Well, good afternoon, everybody. TGIF. I'll start off with a quick safety disclaimer here. So, these classes and what I say are not medical advice. Please consult with before making changes to manage your health. This presentation does not represent Parkinson Canada's endorsement of products or treatment related to Parkinson disease. This presentation is meant to provide general information. If you have specific questions about managing Parkinson's disease for yourself or for others, please contact info@parkinson.ca, or you can always call our 1-800 number. That number is 1-800-565-3000. Well, all right, everybody, this is your at-home workout class number 38, brought to you by Parkinson Canada. My name is Lance Letain. I am the events coordinator for Parkinson Canada here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, sunny old Winnipeg. If you're new to the classes, welcome. It's great to have you on board. If you're a veteran of these classes, I want to thank you for your patronage. It's great to have you back. So these live classes are brought to you by Parkinson Canada, and you can find them on the Parkinson Canada Super Walk Facebook group page. So, and they are every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at, let's see, that would be 3:30 Atlantic, 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central, and 12:30 Western, and 11:30 Western. You can also find these classes. They're all recorded as well, and they are posted. You can find them on the Parkinson Canada Manitoba Facebook group page, or you can also find them on the Parkinson Canada YouTube channel. Subscribe. Don't be afraid to ask any questions, or on the group pages, or if you want, you can always ask me questions. You can send me a personal message, and I will get back to everybody. I'll work hard at that. So yes, these classes are part of the Parkinson Canada Super Walk movement. It's a monthly challenge that we started this year. May was the predictive exercise. June was the chance to dance. This month, July, is the exercise classes brought to you online. Next month, August, we're looking at the 100,000 step challenge. And of course, September, we have the Super Walk itself on Saturday, September the 12th. We are here to support you to try and get your 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise per week. So we're bringing these classes to you 3 times a week. Each class lasts about 50 minutes in duration, and so that you're getting your minimum 150 minutes. For those of you that haven't registered for the Super Walk and registered for the movement, and by the way, there are some awesome prizes to be won if you're going to participate in the movement challenge. You can register online at www.superwalk.ca. You can register yourself as an individual. You can register a team. You can join a team on the Super Walk website as well. You'll also notice on the website this year we have a Walk in the Box. It's a fantastic tool that will help you plan, promote, and celebrate your own Super Walk in a community with family, loved ones, and friends. Yes. So the walk has changed this year. It's not going to be the large collective experience that we've had in the past. Instead, this year it's going to be a scaled down event. So we're asking you to be celebrating the Super Walk in your neighborhood or a place you feel comfortable celebrating on Saturday, September the 12th. For those of you that don't have access to online or don't feel comfortable sharing things online, you can always call 1-800-565-3000. Speak to Alejandro. He is an absolute gem. He knows everything about Super Walk, and he is very efficient as well. So you won't be waiting long if you have any questions that need to be answered. Some of the benefits I want to talk to you today about exercise and just kind of getting older, but also I'll talk a little bit about Parkinson's disease and exercise. So number one, when you exercise regularly, it allows you to continue living independently. We all want that. It also improves your blood flow. We're looking at, I read some studies that through exercise, and most specifically exercises where you're kind of bouncing around or you're going to be jumping once in a while, it's going to be good to lessen bone loss. We'll also find that exercise will help prevent and reduce joint problems. One thing I kind of really noticed within the Parkinson community. So working with our exercise community, Parkinson exercise community here, it's great to see when people start exercising, for them to start getting that sense of self-confidence back, really being able to believe in themselves, that they are able to do daily activities, that they are able to really enjoy and reap the benefits through exercise. So yes, confidence, exercise goes hand in hand. I'd also like to say that through exercise, we're able to at least maintain our stronger muscles. As we get older, it gets tough, it gets more challenging to add muscle mass, because our body changes. We have less fibers, we're not able to generate as much muscle mass as we were able to when we were younger, but at least we can maintain what we have. And we need to be able to maintain our muscle mass, because we want those and through strength training and through exercise, we're at least able to maintain our muscle mass. Quite a few shout outs today before we get moving here, so hang in there. Tim, Audrey, Lise, Nathan, Susan, Pete, Doug, Dawn, Monique and Dave, Jean and Dawn, Karen and Robin, Joan and Ken, Betty and Rick, Blair, Lorinda, Cheryl, Ruth, Denise, Patricia, Francois, Gabriella, Irene, Ginny, Karen, Lynn, Marge, Manon, Marilyn, Helen, Georgia, Larry, Patricia, Curtis, Sylvie, Sandra, Mavis, Jacqueline, Doris, Agnes, Annalie, Michael, Peter, Jim, and my mom, Anne. Okay, gang, so that's it with our shoutouts. Let's get moving. Okay, before we get moving here, let's think about our posture. I just have to adjust the camera a little bit. Grab a quick sip of water. There. I want you to be able to see my feet. Okay, so let's think of our posture. Let's sitting up nice and straight. We're going to pull our shoulders back. Let's tuck our chin in so it's nice and aligned with our spine. We're going to close our eyes and we're just going to focus on our breathing. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, from there we're going to do what we always do. We're going to do our slap, clap, snap. So we're slapping our thighs 5 times, slapping our hands 5 times, snapping our fingers 5 times. So we're going to go from 5 down to 1 and back to 5. Ready, gang? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, were you able to follow me? If so, that's fantastic. If you're new to this, yes, we do this every class, so you will be able to pick this up in a matter of no time here. Okay, so from there again, let's just think of our posture, sitting up nice and straight. For those of you that want to stand, by all means stand up. Let's just make sure that the area around you is clear of any sort of tripping hazards, or if you were to fall, if there's any sort of coffee tables, that you're kind of getting them out of the way. For those of you that are sitting, let's sit up nice and straight, pulling our shoulders back. First thing we're going to start off with is we're going to pick some apples. We're going to go low. We're going to start picking apples off low. We're going to take the low ones first, the easy ones. Across your body and back. Across your body and back. So the purpose of the warm-up is that we're getting our body ready for exercise here. And we're also getting our brain ready for exercise. That's why we do the slap, clap, snap. We're just cueing in for what we have ahead of us here, about 50 minutes of continuous exercise. So we're going to be doing the warm-up. We're going to go high. We're going to start off with a warm-up. After a warm-up, we're going to do the cardio section. After the cardio section, we're going to cool things down with a cardio cool down. And then we're going to do some strength training. And today, I've got some cans of tomatoes that I'm going to be using as weights. So for those of you that have hand weights, you can use those. For those of you that you're going to use canned foods, you can use those. For those of you that have nothing, you don't need to have anything. That's fine. We're going to do the movements nice and slow and controlled, and it's still a workout. Okay, now let's go really high, up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. For those of you that have any sort of pain, either in any of your joints, but like say with the shoulder joints right there, if you have pain, you don't have to do the exercise. You can just do them with one arm. Or you can make modifications. You can just keep your arms low. You'll find that it'll be less impingement on your shoulders for anything like that. Now we're going to just try a little bit of a trunk twist. So we're just going to twist our trunk over to one side. We're going to hold it there. How does that feel? I hope good. We're going to twist the other way. Hold it there. That feels good on the side of your abdominal core here. Call them your obliques. And one more time each way. Just a nice slight trunk twist, not too far. Just enough to feel the stretch. And last time the other way. Holding it there. Fantastic. Okay. Now we're going to do some ankle circles. We haven't done ankle circles for quite some time, so I thought we'd do that today. So we're just going to make little circles with our legs. Going one way. And stop. Let's go the other way. Again, it's a nice, gentle warm-up here. It's a good gauge for you to see how you're feeling, if you're up to following the class now or not. And stop. Do the other foot. If you're not feeling up to doing the class right now, you don't have to do. Like I said, these classes are recorded, so you'll be able to find them on YouTube, on the Parkinson Canada YouTube channel, going one way. Let's go the other way. Or of course, you can always find them on the Parkinson Canada Manitoba Facebook group page. They are posted there right after class as well, and they're there for eternity. And stop. Okay, from here we're going to do some heel taps. Again, let's think of our posture, sitting up nice and straight. We're going to heel tap it out and back. Out and back. Out and back. Out and back. Okay, so we're approaching the end of our cardio warm-up here. We're going to be transitioning into our cardio section. So for those of you that need to have a sip of water, now would be a great time to have a sip of water. Just make sure you put that water bottle away so it's not going to be a tripping hazard. Everybody else, let's get ready to rumble. Okay. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so for the cardio activity here, you can either do it sitting down or standing up. I'll try and demonstrate both so you get a good feel for what it looks like. But if you want to follow me standing up and sitting down, you can do that, or you could just stay standing up, or you could just stay sitting down. Whatever is best for you is best for me. So we're going to start off with a little bit of cross-country skiing. We're just going to do our arms. We're going to do our arms first. See, I'm bringing my hands a little bit above my shoulder height. So I'm reaching forward and bringing it up. Back. And there we go. Nice, steady, and controlled. You know what? Let's just slow it down just a little bit. There we go. See if we get a nice movement. Whoa, big gust of wind here. I gotta just make a quick adjustment here. Keep on going, gang. I'm here. I'm with you. There we go. Keep our arms going. Okay. So how about now, we're going to try and do 2 times on one arm, and then we're going to do two times on the other arm. We're slowly going to build our way up to 4 times per arm, and then we're going to work our way back to alternating. Ready? So here we go. We're going to go 2 times and 2. Other side, 1 and 2. Switching it here, 1 and 2. Change it here, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. All right. There we go. Now we got a good rhythm going on. 1 and 2. How about now? And do 3 per arm starting now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. Switch it here. 1, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got a good rhythm going on here. 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change it here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change it here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to do 3. We're working our way down. 2, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. Change it up. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 2s. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, we got this figured out. So let's now, we're going to start transitioning into alternating 1 per side. Here we go. 1 side and the next. 1 side and the next. There we go. Now we got the back and forth. Now we're doing some proper cross-country skiing. That's our arms at least. So now it's going to be time for us to do the legs. I'm going to stand up to demonstrate and do the legs. So it's going to look no arms. So we're just going to be putting our legs back and together. Back and together. There we go. Back, together, back, together. That's what our cross-country ski legs will look like. We're going back, together, your toe down and back, toe down and back. All right, so we got this figured out. We're going to do the same with our legs. We're going to do 2 per side, then 3 per side, then 4 per side. We're going to work our way back down to alternating. With me, gang? Okay. Here we go. 2 times. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. For those of you that need a stronger or more intense workout, you can make your movements a little bit larger. It takes more energy to do that. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Last 1 and 2. Now we're doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. Now we're doing 4. 2, 3, and 4. Change it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're doing 3s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, last ones. 1. Now we're going to alternate. Here we go. Alternate. 1 and the other. 1 foot and the other. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Okay, so are you still with me? That's good. Hello, Palmier. Great to see you. It's okay if you're late. It's nice to have you on board. All right. Glad to see you. Okay, so now, gang, how about we try and add our arms? I'm going to do it from a seated position here because there's probably a lot of you that are sitting down right now. It's actually harder to do some of these exercises like this sitting down than it is standing up. So if you've stuck with me and you've been sitting down the whole way, good for you. Right on. Okay, so now we're going to add our arms. So if our left leg is going back, our right arm should be going forward. And if our right leg is going back, our left arm should be going forward. But if it's too hard for you to kind of coordinate that, it's okay. You can have both arms going the same side, or you don't even have to do the arms. The big thing is we're looking for about 15 to 20 minutes of continuous movement here through our cardio section. We're trying to keep our intensity level closer to the vigorous side, so it's going to be a little bit challenging to talk and exercise at the same time. If you find that maybe you're able to sing and exercise, well then you know that you have to pick up the intensity level just a little bit. Okay, so let's add our arms. One side and the next. Going to slow it down just a bit. And the next. Back and back. Back and back. Okay. That seems more manageable. We have more muscle groups moving right now, so we can afford to slow it down a little bit because our intensity level has gone up a little bit since we've added our arms. Okay. Still with me? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No arms, just our legs. So now we're going to transition into some heel taps in front. We're going to do some alternating to start off with, but just like the cross-country skiing legs, we're going to do 2 times per side, then 3 times, and 4 times, and then work our way back down. So instead of pulling our toes to the back, we're going to put our feet, our heels to the front. Ready? Here we go. So front and back, front and back, front and back, front and back. So we're using the same muscle groups here, but the motion is a little bit different. So within the muscle groups you have different, you have some that are meant for going more to the side or directional, and then you have others that are more meant for going front and back. So right now we're doing our front. So we're using our quadriceps and our hamstrings and our gluteal muscles. Tap and tap, tap and tap, tap and tap, tap. And so it's going to add some bicep curls into this. We're going to add some more muscle groups, burn some more energy. You know we're going to get that payoff in the end. So the more we put out, the more we're putting into the bank, and we get that interest. So we get that boost in our energy levels. We have more energy to burn later on. Tap and tap, tap and tap, tap and tap, tap and so for those of you that need to work out harder, you can bring your hands up higher and tap, tap and tap, tap and tap. And we're going to bring them back down low, tap, tap and tap. 4, 3, 2, and 1. No arms, just our feet. So now we're going to transition into 2 times per side, work our way up to 4, and then all the way back down to onesies. With me? Here we go. Here's 1 and 2. Other side, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Change it here. 1 and 2. All right, got this one figured out. 2, 1 and 2. Let's think of our posture, sitting up nice and straight, pulling our shoulders back. Let's put a big smile on our face. We have all those endorphins running through our body, starting to feel good about what we're doing here. You know there's going to be a payoff. You're going to feel good about yourself, and you're going to look good. You're going to have that healthy, just exercise glow to you. You know you've accomplished what you can. You're doing all that you can to manage your Parkinson's disease. You're taking your meds regularly. You're getting good sleep, making changes to your diet. All right, so now let's take it a little bit further. We're going to do 3 per side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. Change it up. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. All right, think we can add some arms? 2, 3. For those of you that can, let's add some arms. 3. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. Change it up. 1, 2, and 3. Change it here. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change it up. 1, 2, 3, and now we're doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Change it up. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 2, 3. Change it here. 2, 3. Now we're doing 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Change it here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. All right. So we're almost ready to start doing our alternating. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Last ones. 2. 1 and 2. Now we're doing onesies. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Out and out. Out and out. Okay, no arms, just our legs. So we're going to do a final push here with our heel taps. We're going to pick up the pace just a little bit, and then we're going to change everything all together. Ready? Here we go. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. Okay, thinking of our posture. Great big smiles on our faces. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, march it out. Woo! Fantastic. We're almost done. We've done our cardio warm-up. Almost done our cardio. Then we're going to be getting into our cardio cool down, some strength training, our balance training, flexibility. Then we're going to finish things off with some Parkinson specific exercises here. March, 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 and march. March, 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 march. March, 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 and march. March, 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 march. Okay. We're not going to finish off with marching though. We're actually going to finish off with something brand new. Maybe not so brand new, but brand new for this class here. Something I think most people like to do. So we're going to actually waltz. And we can, believe it or not, we can waltz sitting down. You might want to close your eyes. And you're going to be moving your feet. You're going to be swaying. You can move your upper body if you want. But we're going to be waltzing. For those of you that are standing, you can waltz around. You can move around. For those of us that are going to be sitting down, like myself, I'm just going to be pretending I'm moving across the room. Okay, so I find, for me, it helps if I'm going to close my eyes. Everybody else, especially if you're standing up, I want you to keep your eyes open. Now we're just going to waltz around. Okay. Pretend you have your partner. You're waltzing around. Again, we're just looking for that 15 to 20 minutes of continuous movement. We have about a minute here. Maybe some of you know how to do the cha-cha or the tango. You can try and do that. It would really help if we had some music, wouldn't it? Oh well. We're just looking at keeping moving 15 to 20 minutes. Open your eyes. 30 more seconds. Okay, feels good to be moving. It's Friday. Good night to go dancing. Of course, tomorrow night, Saturday night. You have all day to get ready Saturday. Then you go out Saturday night, going dancing. Oh, it's pretty hard to beat that. Okay, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, marching it out. All right, we just finished our cardio, and we're gonna get into our cardio cool down. So it's going to be a good opportunity for us to bring our heart rate down, bring our breathing rate down, come back down to earth. March, 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 march. March, 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 and march. Okay. So, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you do know. Dancing is one of the best exercises you can be doing if you're living with Parkinson's disease. There's a combination of the movement and the patterns, but also the fact that you're learning. So you're rewiring your body, you're rewiring your nervous system to be learning those new patterns, to be in time with the music. It takes thought along with the movement. So it's good for your muscular skeletal system, it's good for your nervous system. Tied together, dancing is one of the best things you could be doing. That boxing is also great. Taking in these exercise classes is fantastic. We'll try and have a variety of different movements. Try and keep it fresh. March, 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 and march. No arms, just our legs. Okay, slowing it down even more. March, 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 and march. As I said, the purpose of our cardio cool down is to bring our heart rate down. As we get older, it takes us more time to get warmed up and more time to slow down. So we have to slowly bring our heart rate down, slowly bring our breathing rate down. Because if we're just to stop instantly, that's a pretty big shock to our system. We don't want to give our systems a big shock. Okay, so now from here, let's go into some swimming. We're going to do front crawl. For you swimmers, you know it as the freestyle. One arm and the next. One arm and the next. Okay, and the next. One arm and the next. Now we're going to go backwards, back crawl. One arm. Now if you have some shoulder pain and you're not able to have a full range of movement in one shoulder or both, by all means, you don't have to do this. You can actually make some modifications. So you just bring your arms to the side like this. So you're not doing the big windmill like this. Again, slowly bringing your heart rate down. Okay, now from here we're going to do the breaststroke. Hands together and out. Heart, water back, together, out, apart, and back. All right. Together and back. Two more. Here's one and two. Okay, from here we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. We're doing both shoulders up and down, up and down. That feels good. And down, up and down. One shoulder up and down. Other shoulder up and down. Switch it here, up and down, up and now together, up and down, up and down. Okay, we're going to transition to some stationary toe taps. So just tapping your toes on one foot. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, I don't know about you, but I definitely feel my heart rate coming down. Tap, 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 and tap. Now our heels. So we're also distributing that blood, all that oxygenated blood, all that oxygen we breathe in when we're working hard. We're sending all that blood to different body parts now. Instead of our quadriceps and our butt and our hamstring, I should say our gluteal muscles taking all that blood because they were exercising. They're like big pigs. Change it up, other toe, Now we're trying to get it to our fingers, our arms, our hands, our lower legs, our feet, especially our brain. Now our heels. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 and tap. Okay, well, believe it or not, we've just finished our cardio cool down. We did our warm-up, our cardio, and our cardio cool down. Now it's time for us to do our strength training. First, I need to grab toasty hot out here in Winnipeg today. And I have my cans of tomato. That's going to be my weight resistance for today. So in one hand I have whole tomatillos. I was making some chicken enchiladas, so we needed some tomatillos, some nice little green tomatoes. On the other hand, I've got some nice Italian red tomatoes, making marinara sauce. Of course, a little family recipe from my wife, the good little Italian that she is. Okay, first thing that we're going to be doing, our bicep curls. So our biceps are at the top part of our arms, in the front. These are the biggest muscles in our arms. These are the muscles that are responsible for carrying, for lifting. So if you want to pick up your grandchildren, or you're picking up a bag of groceries, these are the muscles that you're going to be using. These are the sort of everyday big muscles that we use a lot. So what I want you to do, I want you to sit up nice and straight. You're going to pull your shoulders back. You're going to have your palms facing out, sitting up nice and straight. We're going to be bringing our cans up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. So we do this really nice and slow and controlled. The slower we do it, the stronger you're going to be. So try not to do it really fast, because you're going to be missing out on a lot of the benefits of doing this exercise. That's why we're doing it slower. It's also safer. So let's go up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. There's one. We're doing 6. 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. All right. Woo! That feels good. So yeah, if you're going out dancing Saturday night, you're gonna look good. You look all nice and toned. So from here, we're gonna do some chest presses. So I'm gonna give you a profile shot to show you what I like to do for a chest press. So I'm gonna have my cans. My arms are bent. See how my arms are at like a 90-degree angle? My fists are facing forward. I'm basically going to be pushing out, my hands together, and back. Let's sit up nice and straight. We're doing 6. Here's 1, and back, 2, and back, 3, and back. Halfway done. If all you can do is 3, that's okay. It's not a competition. Do as many as you can do, up to 6. Back, 1 more, out, and back. Woo! I really feel that in my deltoids as well. So I feel it in my pectoral region. I also feel it in my deltoid region. So your deltoids are around your shoulders, your pectoral muscles are around your chest. Okay, from there we're going to do some tricep curls. So we only need 1 weight for this. For our tricep curl, you can sit up nice and straight. Maybe I'll show you a profile shot the way I want it done. So I got my arm like this. I'm going out and back. So our triceps are involved with extension. So anything that we're doing extending, like putting glasses away, or maybe throwing a football, throwing a ball. Here's 3, and back, 4, back, 5, and back, last one, 6, and back. Changing our arms, going to the other side, out, back, another, back, 5 and 6. All right, that's it for our upper body for today. So yeah, we're doing a lot of this weight training because studies show that with weight training, it does make a difference with your, if you're living with bradykinesia, if you find that your movements are really slow. So we're recruiting more muscle fibers, and the more muscle fibers that we have, hopefully that means that it's going to be more dopamine available to help transmit those messages between your brain and the muscles. So yes, the weight training that we're doing, so we did our upper body, so if you have bradykinesia and with your arms, doing some upper body strength training will help make a difference in that. Now we're going to actually work on our legs. So you know what we like to do. They're hard. Yeah, there's no way around it. Doing sit-to-stands are hard, but today we're just all going to do mini sit-to-stands, which are very difficult to do. So I have my feet wider than my shoulders, so I'm starting off with that. I'm sitting up nice and straight. I'm going to demonstrate. You watch the way I do it, and then I'm going to include you on doing everything else with me. I'm going to have my arms out in front. I'm standing up just a little bit and down. So I only came up off my chair maybe 2 inches. That's just pretty much the same. If you're in a chair and you need to get into a bed, or you're transferred to a dining room chair, or you want to get onto the toilet, you know that we just need to get up a little bit. And that's actually really hard work. So it's going to be working our big muscles here, our big quadricep muscles. We're going to try and do 6, and then we're going to relax. Here's 1, and down. Here's 2, and down. 3, and down. Wow, that's tough. 4, and down. 2 more. 5, and down. Last one, gang. Last one. 6, and down. Woo-wee. Feel that all right. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. That's one of the more important ones that we should be doing on a daily basis. Now I thought we would do, so if you're going out dancing Saturday night, it's going to be tough waking up Sunday morning. And to get out of bed, we have to have a strong abdominal core. So I thought we'd do some chair crunches to finish our strength training off for today. So for our chair crunches, what I'm going to ask you to do is move your buttocks towards the end of your chair. You can have your feet nice and wide. You can have your hands out in front of your body like this. You can cross them across your chest, which is the most difficult ways, like this. Or you can have them on your lap. The easiest way is to have your hands out in front. It kind of counterbalances your feet from coming off the ground when you're leaning back. So with your feet as well, I don't want to see you tucking your feet underneath the legs of the chair, because then you're actually working your leg muscles instead of our abdominal core here. So let's sit up nice and straight. We're going to lean back till our shoulder blades touch the chair. And here's 2. And up. Now let's breathe out as we go down. And back. Halfway done. Here's 4. 5. Here's 6. All right. How was that for you? Well, guess what? You just finished your strength training. Good on you. All right. So from here, you know what we're going to do? We're going to work on our balance training. So it's going to require us to sit up. I need to have another sip of water because I am really, really thirsty today. Not much thing's better in life than a nice cold glass of water on a hot day. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to walk the line. We're doing our Johnny Cash for Roseanne. Okay, for walking the line, we're going to pretend that we have an imaginary line right in front of us. You're going to place one foot in front of the other, and you're going to walk. You can hang on to a chair or a wall if you need to. Sticking your arms out does help distribute your weight. We go one way. Now we're going to go back. Yeah, sticking your arms out wide does make a difference. Okay, we're going to try going forward again. Forward. All the way. And back. Okay, this time what we're going to do is that I'm going to ask you to freeze. So for some of you who have symptoms of freezing, when you're walking, you know that it's really challenging. But good thing is, if we work at it, if we're training our body and our mind to try and stay upright through making those micro adjustments, we work at it daily, you'll find that we'll decrease the number of times that you're going to fall. So we're going to walk forward and freeze. Again, our body's making all those micro adjustments in our hips, in our knees, in our head. Going forward and freeze. Forward all the way. Okay, now we're going to go back all the way. Whoa, a little unbalanced there myself. Okay, that is our walking line. Now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to shift our weight from one side to the other. So keep your feet nice and wide. You're going to lean one way, keeping your foot on the ground, just like this. Again, if you stick your arms off to the side, it does help distribute your body weight over a larger area. Holding it there. Now we're going to go the other way. And see how wide my feet are. I have my hands out. You can also have a chair nearby. You can be touching to a wall. Just provides you that extra bit of stability in case you need it. I'm going to go one way again, each time, each way. This time I'm actually going to bring my foot off the ground. See how my right knee is just making little micro adjustments just to keep me upright. We'll be doing the same thing. Now we're doing the other way. That's tough work. Okay, from here we're going to do our one-legged stand. You can do the one-legged stand with a chair or a wall nearby. You can either bring your heel back like this if that works best for you, or you could bring your knee up front. Either way, we're just going to be balancing on one leg. I'm hanging onto a chair, a little bit of extra stability. For those of you that need the extra challenge, you can take your hand off. You can try and close one eye, close the other eye. Continuing to balance here. And down, other leg. What we do to one side, we do to the other. Hang on to a chair if you need to. It's not a competition. Your safety is my priority. Okay, and we're going to finish off our balance training with a little bit of rocking. You'll notice I'm going to keep my feet wide, and then I'm going to stagger my feet. One's going to be ahead of the other. So it's going to be a little bit like this, and I'm simply going to be rocking forward, holding it there, and back, and forward, and back, changing my feet up, other foot's going forward, feet are nice, still nice and wide, leaning forward, and back, forward, and back. Alrighty, we just finished off our balance training, so now we're going to get into some flexibility training here. What we're going to do, I'm going to do this all from a seated position today. So the first thing I'm going to do, this morning I woke up with cramps in my calves. So what I had to do, I had to sit up nice and straight in my bed. I pulled my toe back, pointed it straight up to the ceiling as far back as I can. Let's think of our posture, sitting up nice and straight. Oh yeah, that feels good. I didn't drink enough water yesterday. I had to coach soccer practice last night for a few hours, so I was doing some ripping and running around. Went for a nice long bike ride too. I didn't have enough water. I certainly noticed it. That's why I got those cramps. Now we're going to change our legs. Bring your toe straight up, holding it there. Let's put some smiles on our faces. Oh yeah, that feels good. And relax. Okay, from here, we're going to stretch our hamstrings. So again, we're going to stick our leg out in front, sitting up nice and straight. I'm leaning forward, not down. I'm leaning forward. So you'll feel the stretch on the back side of the top part of your leg. That's your hamstring region. Continuing to breathe, head held high. Holding the stretch. Ideally, you want to hold the stretch for about 30 seconds. It does take a little while for your brain to get the signals to your muscles saying it's okay, you can stretch like that. You can even go a little bit further. Your body does respond very well to some stretch training. And you'll find that through having better flexibility and having your muscles a little bit more elastic, back, changing the legs, it will make a difference in some of the pain management that you might be living with Parkinson's disease. So we're leaning forward. So yeah, having our muscles relaxed, not all taut, tight, contracting. And back. We're going to change one more time each leg. Again, your body does respond quite quickly and very well to flexibility training. This is something you can incorporate into your mornings or evenings, even both. I know my wife Angela, she does some stretching, a little bit of yoga every morning and every night before she goes to bed. It really seems to make a difference for her. And back, other leg. Forward, holding it there. Oh yeah, you probably already noticed the big difference from the first time you did each leg. A little bit more flexible. And back, okay. Now we're going to stretch our upper back, so I'm going to ask you to sit up nice and straight. You're going to intertwine your fingers like this. You're going to put your palms out. For those of you that don't have shoulder issues, you can bring your hands above your head. But if you do have some shoulder pain, you can just keep your hands out in front of you like this. So this is stretching our upper back. Holding it there. Feels good. And down. Alright, now we're going to put our chin to our chest. Holding it there, just a nice, gentle stretch. Let's bring our head to a neutral position. Now we're going to do a shoulder check, looking over one side. Nice, slow movement. Don't go too far. If you're living with any sort of pain around the neck, you know that you got to be very, very careful. Head back to neutral. Other side. How are you doing, Palmier? I hope good. Still with me, are you? Right on. Okay, now we're just going to try and bring our ear down to our shoulder. You should feel the stretch along the side of your neck there. Oh, I'm sure Betty and Rick are watching right now too. They're regulars, as is Lorinda and Ruth. Head back to neutral. Now Joan and Ken. I talked to Ken a few weeks ago. He was telling me how he's watching the classes. It means a lot to me when I hear those sorts of things. And back, okay. Now we're going to transition into our Parkinson specific exercises here. Okay, so we're going to try a little bit of singing today. We are going to sing the vowel I. So we're going to try and hold our note for as long as we can. Ready? Here we go. I. Woo! Again, I'm not going to be leading the choir anytime soon. Now we're going to try the letter O. Again, these kind of exercises are great if you could do them in front of a mirror so you can actually see the shape of your mouth. That's something we have that Parkinson mask, so our muscles become quite tense and really tight. So we actually have to work at that quite frequently. If you could work at it in front of the mirror so you see the shape your mouth is making, it will give you that feedback that you're looking for. Now we're going to work on our tongue exercises. So we're going to stick our tongue out and up. Here we go. And back. Now we're sticking our tongue out and down. Now we're going to stick our tongue out to that side. We're going to stick our tongue out and that side. Okay, now we're going to work on our jaw muscles that we use for chewing. To keep on working at these things, they're going to keep us that much more independent. It's going to keep us independent for that much longer. That's what we're looking for. So we're going to open our jaw nice and wide. And relax. Now we're going to do a great big smile. There we go, working on that mask. Great big smile. Hold it, hold it. And now we're going to open our jaw again, nice and wide. And relax. Now, great big smile again. There we go. And here we're going to do our side cheek stretch. So you're going to pull your cheek, put the palm of your hand on your cheek. You're going to pull the side of your mouth to the side and up. So you're stretching those little muscles, those little facial muscles around your mouth. Can help us shape our lips and stop us from drooling. So our body's able to make those little adjustments to stop us from drooling. Holding it there. And relax. Now we're going to do the other side, placing the palm of your hand on the side of your face. On the side of your mouth, you're going to pull back and up. There we go. Oh, we're done. Can you believe it? We've just did our 50 minutes of exercise. So if you were here all Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, you just completed your 150 minutes of exercise. Keep in mind that's the minimum that we're looking for. So if you can do more, I would encourage you to do more. So before I sign off here, again, I just want to remind everybody that we do have the Parkinson Canada Super Walk. It's on Saturday, September the 12th this year. It's going to be a virtual walk, so walking in your community with family and loved ones and friends. We're still doing our fundraising because we have to do all our programming that we're doing for everybody on top of all the funding we're doing for research, because we want to find an end to Parkinson's disease, and it looks like the only way to do that right now is through further research, paying our top scientists to get to the bottom of everything so that we could find that cure. So it is Friday. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.